Insert stereotypical quote about loving summer here.
For me, it was almost like winter didn't count. Summer was what mattered.
Today, I wanted to do a end of summer favorites for you all. I feel like traditionally I've done favorites videos like seasonally towards the beginning or middle of the season. And then I end up like discovering more things that I really love. And then I don't get to talk about it until the next year, and hopefully I don't forget about it. I don't know the exact day that summer ends, but it was like 113 this week in LA. So I feel pretty confident saying that I think we're still a little bit in the thick of it here. So now that summer is coming to a close, I feel like it's a perfect time to kind of recap everything that I loved this summer. But if you prefer formats where it's earlier in that season, you can let me know. Maybe this is just only really applicable to Australians, and I think New Zealanders, you're also on that same time. Nope, we're talking about the equator. I don't know. This might be a bold statement, but I think this is my favorite of the favorites, and quite possibly my favorite of the favorites that I've had of all of my favorites in the last couple of years. This is science, this is innovation, this is genius, this is women in STEM, this is Mensa scholars, this is full ride to MIT. This is a sunscreen shimmering glowy body oil. Again, sunscreen. Huh? I've recommended this to everybody. All of my friends. Well, I don't have that many friends. Look how stunning that is. Okay, gorge. Come on, gorgeous. Gorgeous. This is from Salt Air, and it's in the scent Santal Bloom, which is something that they have in like a lot of their body hair care products, and it smells delectable. Doesn't smell like typical sunscreen, but it smells like summer. So if you're someone who likes a banana boat kind of scent, this isn't going to like clash with anything like that, but it doesn't smell sunscreeny, if that makes sense. But it is so gorgeous. It's SPF 50. It comes in, I think, 2 different shades. Can you see the glow? But it's so pretty. It's not like putting on makeup on your body. You're not gonna get anything that's like a streak of color. It's just such a nice, warm, natural glow, but it looks so gorgeous on the legs. Gorgeous. And it feels so innovative, and I know sunscreen can be something that people find annoying to put on or annoying to reapply. This, I don't at all. I look better after I've put this on. And the thing with sunscreen, most of the time, you only really notice if you don't wear it. It doesn't drastically change your life until you realize like, oh cool, I didn't get skin cancer. To go along with that, I have been using this self-tan all summer, and I have loved it. I had not bought a new self-tanner that wasn't like a gradual one in so long, and every time I would go to apply one that was a little more intense like this, like a wash off formula, I always had ones that were like 6 hours, 5 hours wait in this. And I was like, oh my God, sleep in it overnight. And here's the thing. Do I almost exclusively use this overnight and sleep in it? Yes. But I don't want to have to do that. I want to know that if I needed to shower like an hour later, it wouldn't have been for nothing. This is the Tanologist Express Tan Mousse in dark. It blends really nicely. It doesn't get dry or kind of cracky or scaly. It doesn't feel orange, and it also doesn't feel too green. I think it has a really nice undertone, dries down super quickly, and it doesn't smell like chicken. Sorry, I gotta put my hair up. I'm getting sweaty. This might not seem like skincare for the face, but I've been using it for the face. And yeah, it's got hair on it, and the lid broke off. This is the, I've actually never said this word out loud, Nizoral? I don't know. It's an anti-dandruff shampoo that I have been using as face wash. Fungal acne was like a buzzword term, and I want to say like 2020 on TikTok, that everybody's like, oh, it's probably just fungal acne. We're wearing masks all the time. Fungal acne, fungal acne. And I got this then because I was convinced that that's probably what I had. It wasn't. Didn't do anything for my skin. It just dried it out. Was not good. And then in the last couple of months, my skin has gotten so weird. So extra wildly dry, but also so many zits, so many clogged pores. I'm prescribed tretinoin for my acne, and I use that like 5 to 7 days a week. So having like a sudden influx of acne for me is quite out of the norm. I still will deal with like spots and all of that kind of stuff, and that paired with the excessive dryness was just weird and out of the norm for me. And I don't remember if it was while we were recording a podcast or Melissa and I were just talking, but she was like talking about her skin, and I think I complimented to be like, oh my God, your skin's glowing. And she was like, oh, you're never gonna believe, like this is what I was dealing with and all of this kind of issue. And I saw this TikTok about how I needed to use like an anti-dandruff shampoo. So I tried it out on my skin, and it worked, and everything was gone. And I was like, wait, that's everything I've been dealing with. I used this like 2 times, 3 times in 1 week, not every night, after I'd removed my makeup, after I had washed my face with like a gentle cleanser. I then would use the tiniest bit of this and use it again as a cleanser. The dryness cleared up, the like congestion, what's it, closed comedones, the bumps that don't have a head, but you know that they're filled with pus, gross, those all cleared up. And especially around my neck and my jawline, that's where I was getting it the worst, and my hairline, amazing, amazing, amazing. I don't think I'll need it in the winter months because it does, I think for me, seem to be connected to sweat, because it also doesn't happen as much when I wear makeup and things that are like mattifying or oil controlling. I love it. Sorry, I keep changing my hair. I'm in a weird mood. My last skincare favorite leads us into our makeup favorites because it's kind of 2 in 1. This is the La Roche-Posay 50 SPF and Phelios. Another one that I realize I've never read out loud. It's a light tinted mineral sunscreen. It's super, super liquidy, which I love, honestly. This one I don't find like changes color or really like oxidizes at all. Like what you see is what you get. It's a very, very, very light, minimal coverage, but I like that because like a really tinted sunscreen to me is just a foundation with SPF in it. But if I'm opting for a tinted sunscreen, I want it to be something that I don't have to worry about blending it and dirtying makeup brushes. So this is perfect for that. It has a really sheer, nice tint to the skin. I'm sure you could build it up. Sometimes I wear this totally on its own, no other makeup. Other times I'll do brows too, or maybe some blush or lip gloss. And other times I will use this and then a concealer or a CC cream, which we'll talk about next, and have that be the base of my makeup. So I'm not putting as much makeup on. Applies so seamlessly, doesn't break me out. And makeup lies really nicely on top of this too. It definitely has a dewy finish and very glowy, which I like, but you can always powder it down. That looks really nice too. Reunited with a tried and true, the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I used this for so long. I feel like this was around in the same era of the Bare Minerals powder. This has just been a staple, and I didn't use it for a while. Like I moved on to foundations for a long time. What I love about this is it has the coverage of a foundation, but it doesn't feel as heavy as a foundation. It feels really light on the skin. It blends super easily, and it just like looks great, especially like throughout the day. This doesn't get dry or cracking and like scaly on my skin, but it also isn't super dewy. I produce less oil when I'm wearing this, and for the summer I've just found that I love it, and it makes my makeup routine take like 5 minutes. It's so simple, it's so quick and easy, and again, these two paired together, fantastic. I'll be the first to admit it. Tarte's Shape Tape had a chokehold on me for years, and I have been weaning myself off of it because truthfully it does not look great on my skin. So this is where this one steps in. This is the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. Talked about the foundation version of this so many times, you know I love it. This is the concealer. I would call it like medium to full coverage. It's definitely buildable, but it blends really nicely. It doesn't crease, and it doesn't give you that dry patch of where you applied it like Tarte Shape Tape does, but it does still give you a really nice natural coverage. And especially in the summer when I'm not wearing as much makeup, I don't want something that's very fussy in terms of blendability. And now for the blush duo that I have been wearing all summer long, and is what I'm wearing on my cheeks today. First is the Giorgio Armani Cheek Tint, and this is in the shade 50.5. I'm sure it has a cuter name, so we're just gonna put that right here. It's a gorgeous peachy pink color. They call it a cheek tint, but it really is a liquid blush. It's got a doe foot applicator, and I will also apply this on my lips to kind of create like a cohesive look. It's really buildable. It's definitely not as pigmented as the Rare Beauty ones, and the shade range, I think I want more. Like I want more shades, I want deeper shades, but I also think if you have a deeper complexion than mine, while this might not be like the greatest blush shade on you, it's such a gorgeous peachy color. I think it'd be really nice as a highlight too. If you watched my last summer favorites, you know my obsession with red blush. This is from Tower 28. This is their collaboration with Kung Fu Panda 4, and this one's called Dumpling Hour. They just made this permanent in their collection, and they changed the name, so I will include that here. It is just a gorgeous bright red shade. Now these together, stunning. I do this first kind of more here, and then this on top of that, kind of marrying the under eye to the blush. A red blush is just so pretty, and I think universally, might be a bold claim, I think red blush is flattering on everybody because it looks like you're naturally flushing. Applied on the nose too, it's just so pretty. And I'm not someone who can get away with wearing cool toned blushes. I'm not a cool toned girl. I look ridiculous. I've had makeup artists like put a cool toned blush and a cool toned lip on me and then be like, you know, but it's stunning. And my last makeup favorite is something that I feel kind of crazy saying because I'm also not wearing it today. I'm sorry, I don't know why, but this is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Meghan. It's in waterproof and it's in brownish black. And my only complaint with this is I need it to be a lighter shade of brown. This is my plea to everybody. Please make waterproof mascaras in a light brown shade because I don't want black mascara. It does not look as good on me. Not at all. Should not have that much contrast in my face. I am a haze of beige. That is what looks best on me. And I'm asking you to cater to me, what? I have heard so many people rave about this mascara and I was like, what is all the hype about? Okay, they weren't lying. It's good. It's good. It really lengthens your lashes. It gives that like fanned out effect and it holds a curl very, very, very well. Now again, I get waterproof because I find that if it's not waterproof, it's not holding a curl whatsoever. It gives you that really long separated lash look. And as somebody who always wants length over volume, I find that even most mascaras that say they're lengthening still are volumizing. This one, lengthening. You can add more, make it volumizing if you like, you know, move the wand around how you want, but I don't have to avoid that. I don't have to apply in a certain specific way to get it to be lengthening. Seamless, easy, you don't really have to think about it or work too hard with it, and that's what I want with my mascara. Okay, I think we're gonna put glasses on because I can't see anything. I have two hair care favorites, both from 𝘃. This is the 𝘃 Anti-Frizz Cream, and it just works. I haven't been as into diffusing my hair, especially when it's hot out. I don't wanna sweat right after I've gotten out of the shower. This works so well for me when I'm air drying my hair, but it also works if I wanna blow my hair out. And very rarely do I have hair products that I can use for both. I kind of have to like make a decision in the shower with, am I going to wear my hair natural or am I going to blow it out? Sometimes I don't want to make that decision right now. Sometimes I want to put that off. It's super lightweight, it's hydrating, it's not greasy or oily. I just apply it like mid-lengths to ends. It doesn't feel heavy on my hair. And again, it really does help with that frizz. And another tried and true, this is their leave-in conditioner. I have used this for years, but I really only used it when I wasn't wearing my hair naturally wavy. Sorry, my eye itched. Also, if you see my makeup like really creasing in the corner, yeah, it's been a bad allergy week. This sounds so stupid, but I just like didn't realize that I could put this in my hair when I was wearing my hair natural. I just add a little bit more. It doesn't weigh my waves down at all. Waves. It's hydrating without being heavy. It keeps your hair super soft, super hydrated, really silky, and it smells delicious too. And my last hair care favorite are these little hair clips that are flowers. I got these on Amazon. There's a pack of, I don't know how many, like 6, 4, 5. One's in my hair right now, like the darker pink one. This one I think is my favorite. I just think they're so cute and summery, and as someone who has a claw clip on them at all times, I like using these ones in the summer because they totally dress up a super plain outfit and they work for like a half up or full hair up. And I have a lot of hair, fine strands of hair, but I have a lot of hair, but it's not so bulky that if you do like a half up with it, it looks silly. Very cute. I finally have a new summer fragrance. Crazy, because I have been wearing the same 2 summer fragrances, switching off from the replica, I think it's called Beach Day, and the Laura Mercier, I think it's almond pistachio or coconut pistachio, one of those. Those are my summer scents that I've been using truly for years and years and years and years. So I have not ventured for a new summer scent. I feel like I had that covered until I got this. You guys, this smells so good. This is a body mist from Fleur in Coconut Skin. It's like a hybrid of a summer scent that's also like warm and cozy. This to me smells like a fair, a combination of like coconut and funnel cake and sunscreen. It's less salty, but it's not like sickeningly sweet. It's just delicious. And I think if you're someone who likes a sunscreen smell, you'll like this. But also, if you don't like a sunscreen smell, I think you'll like this because it doesn't smell like sunscreen. It just gives off that essence and vibe of summer. I can't recommend it enough. It smells so good. I have one fashion favorite, and some of you might even argue that it's not fashion. I honestly wear it once a week, minimum. My pride and joy. Mott's had 2 golf trips this summer, and they were to 2 of my absolute favorite states. First of all, Minnesota. All I ask at the Minnesota airport, you get me a I Heart Minnesota trucker hat or t-shirt, something that I can express my love and adoration of Minnesota. And I love my man, but he forgot. And I didn't even think to remind him when he was going on the next golf trip to my second favorite state, Wisconsin. And when he came home, he walked to the front door holding this and said, I got you a present. Keep Wisconsin cheesy. I'm addicted to this. First of all, can we just talk about the color combo? So comfy. I do also think he got this from the airport. So I don't know how I'm gonna find it to link it for you. I'll do my best. I love it. It makes me happy. It brings me joy, and it's freshly washed, and I can't wait until I finish this video and I'll put it on. I don't know if I should be embarrassed or not, but she officially got a Stanley. This is definitely the latest addition to my summer essentials. I only got this like 2 weeks ago. Mott's bought it for me. We went to Dick's Sporting Goods and I have been eyeing them for a very long time. And what set me over the edge to be like, okay, I actually need to get it is the fact that they're so easy to clean. Now I had a really big pink water bottle that I love, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I never clean it. Ever. And I have digestion issues. Not cleaning your water bottle is disgusting. Do I personally feel like we should not have to clean anything that water goes in if it's only water? Because water should in itself should just always stay clean? Yeah. Is that how it works? No. No matter how many times I don't wash it, it doesn't make that true. Now, if I become one of those people who gets like the Stanley accessory, time to do a wellness check on me. I am not doing well, something is wrong. But as a water bottle itself, I just really like it. I also wish I had like a flat straw. I don't know why. I just like drinking out of flatter straws. And if I'm using a plastic straw, yeah, I am a straw biter. I don't dog ear pages though, if that makes you feel better. And to said water that I would not be able to survive summer or truly any season without, electrolytes. This is not the electrolyte brand that I typically promote. You also might have noticed that I said a brand that I worked with pretty frequently, almost every single month, did end up dropping the partnership. What do you infer what that could mean? Sure thing. Anytime they want to come back and be like, actually, we're sorry about that. We do align with your belief system in that innocent people should not die, I'll work with y'all again. But until then, we're beefing. So we've moved on to these electrolytes. Now, I don't know if you say it as none. If you want to reach out, collaborate. They come in so many different flavors. They're little tabs, like a 𝘊𝗃𝗃𝗃. I actually don't know what an 𝘊𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 is, but it's a tab that you drop into the water. It's not like a packet you dump in. And the thing that really differentiates this between the other ones on the market that I find, because I've truly tried like pretty much everything, is that these are effervescent. So they're not carbonated or fizzy, but they have like a slight hint, like they're almost bubbly, and they're delicious. They're far less salty to taste than the other ones. These are the electrolytes that Mott's loves. He prefers these. He thinks they're delicious. And this is in the citrus fruit flavor. 𝗏𝗏, which is why I need electrolytes. Sorry, the memory card was full. Oi. I feel like it should go without saying that I had a brat summer. I've seen her perform in like smallest little pop-ups. I saw her perform at the Grinder Party with 𝘃𝗃𝗃. Addicted, absolutely love them. The album is so good. I've gotten Mott's addicted to it. He listens to it on his way to work every single morning. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Chapel Roan. I've also been a fan for a very long time.
I was supposed to be in the video.
Really?
And Sabrina Carpenter's album Short and Sweet. It is so good. Those 4 albums, when I go to listen to them in the future, it will remind me of this summer. So I've been introducing Mott's to all of my favorite dcoms. Over this summer, we have watched Stuck in the Suburbs, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, Luck of the Irish, I had to teach him about my history, and Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior. I also showed him Matilda for the first time. I knew he would love it. He did. That Harry Styles song though, someone sent to me, was like, hey, I think you might relate to this. Oh, painful. And I do. As for actual cinema movies, we saw Twisters. I loved it. It was so fun. I love an expensive movie theater experience. Show me those explosions. Show me that Glenn Powell. Give me that soundtrack. I can't wait to watch it again because I definitely missed the first 2 or 3 people who died in it because there's a tornado happened real quick. We've also adopted the vernacular of that movie. It's tornado season, baby. Tornado wranglers. I want to give a shout out to quite possibly what is my favorite movie. It is currently ranked as my #1 on Letterboxd, and that is Drop Dead Gorgeous. And if you listen to my podcast, you've heard me talk about it ad nauseum, but basically it was not streaming anywhere. I could not find it anywhere, and it ended up playing at like a rooftop movie theater the day before my birthday. So that's what we did for my birthday. It was so fun. It just reinvigorated my love of this movie. Please like watch the trailer and like read about it before you watch it, just taking the recommendation, because it is a mockumentary. It's supposed to be the way that it is. And 𝘃𝗁𝗏𝗏𝗏's in it, who blocked me on Twitter and then died. Rest in what she deserves. Okay, TV show favorites. We finally finished Derry Girls. Loved that finale. I've watched like the first couple seasons multiple times through, never finished it. That's very on brand for me. I like to savor those things. I don't like when things end, but that might be the best finale of a television show ever, which I know is like a bold statement, but I think it is. And I think it's one of the funniest, most well-written shows of our generation, and it's so criminally underrated. Can't wait to see what the creator does. The new show she has coming out sounds really great, but it's just phenomenal. And then a brand new show that we just started watching, which is called English Teacher. I would describe it as like an aged up Abbott Elementary. They're like high school students, and so it's a little bit edgier, really funny, very topical, really well written. And finally, like the rest of the world, I binged Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Boy, oh boy, was I addicted. Now this might come as a shock to you. The Mormon religion is shared hyperfixation that Mats and I have both gone through. Not in the sense of participating, but in the sense of trying to understand. I, from like a pop culture side of it, Mats read this book about Mormonism a couple months ago, and I truly don't care if I offend you. I don't. I really, really don't. He then was like, oh my God, and was learning so much about it. I was like, I know. I need there to be a season 2. I need there to be a season 2 so badly. So many thoughts and feelings about the show. I'm talking about it on the podcast this week. I'm sure that is already up by now. For Mats, it used to be ranked Scientology, Mormonism, but the show, I think, brought it up to here. I gotta say though, it does make me a little worried that we're like only a couple months away from like a Scientology reality show, and that I think would be even more terrifying. We'll take the glasses off for the last part because I don't know how bad the reflection has been, and we're signing off. That is it for my favorites. I hope you all enjoyed. Again, please let me know what timing you like of favorites videos, because I would be happy to do that. I'm excited to embark on fall, but until it actually cools down, it is not fall. Though I did just buy some Halloween decorations. I want to know what you're most excited about for fall, and 2, what TV show are you currently watching? Because I need some more. Secret Lives went by so fast. Also always reminds me of Secret Life of the American Teenager. Mats never watched. I did. Amy Juergens, that's my girl. I showed him some clips of it on TikTok one day and he was like, that's insane. And now without fail, at least once a month, he's like, can we watch that Secret Lives clips? Can you show me that one? And specifically the one he loves is when they're in like the bedroom and he's like,
you want to dance?
That like
𝗀𝗶𝘀𝗁.
Dance.
I'll have all my links down below. I hope you all enjoyed. And yeah, get ready for Gilmore Girls season. Bye.